There are reports out today of a major military move in the Persian Gulf. The U.S. Navy sending dozens of special unmanned subs into the region to stop Iran from taking any action to close the Strait of Hormuz. This is the submersible called the Sea Fox. It is designed to take out floating mines, which Iran has used in the past. The sub's only about 4 feet long. It carries an underwater TV, camera, sonar, and explosives. What's going on here? Joining me now, General Jack Keane, former Vice Chief of Staff of the Army and a Fox News military analyst. General, welcome back to you.
Good to see you, Megan.
What's this about?
Well, the fact of the matter is this is the toughest neighborhood in the world for Central Command, which General Mattis commands. And his responsibility is simply this. He knows what the Iranians' capabilities are and what they would likely do. And he has to make sure he's got the mechanism to defeat all of it. One of the things that they would do, and it's a low-cost, low-risk strategy on their part, is to put mines into the Straits of Hormuz. So what General Mattis has got to do is make sure he's got capability in place to deal with that before it gets totally out of hand and tankers are sunk and we got the place blocked up and tied up. So these submersibles are part of that strategy, not the only strategy, but they're part of it. He's got countermine ships in the area. He's got fighter aircraft that he's brought into the area. And fundamentally what he's trying to do, Megan, is he wants the Iranians to see this. And he wants them to know full well that the United States military takes this threat serious and they fully intend to defeat it. And you come out and start doing this, you're going to be at war with the United States. And at the end of the day, Iran does not want to be at war with the United States because we have the only military capability that can force a regime change.
But why the reports out today are that we are rushing dozens of these unmanned underwater crafts to the Persian Gulf. Why the hurry? Why now?
Well, I think there's a couple things happening, and that's a very good question. Number one, the Iranians have a growing frustration with the economic sanctions, which have had some impact. And I would imagine inside the Iranian military, we are picking up some signals about some people who have an advocacy for taking some kind of action. So that's one thing. The other thing that's operating is the Israelis have been watching what's going on with the diplomatic talks and the impact of the sanctions. And what is the likelihood the Iranians will voluntarily give up the program? In the back of everyone's mind is the realization that the Israelis are probably running out of patience. They see the talks are not working. They see the sanctions having some impact. But I think they remain convinced that the Iranians would not give up the nuclear capability just because of some economic setback.
So what happens now between these Sea Fox submersibles and these Iranian mines? Is this all just a showdown, or do we take out these mines prior to any, attempt by the Iranians to use them?
Well, if the Iranians put mines in the Straits of Hormuz, that's an act of war. And we would absolutely get on it very quickly as soon as we detected it. These Sea Fox submersibles have the capability to detect and also to destroy. And we would be all over it, quite frankly. And look, we got surveillance watching Iranian bases and observing what they're doing from our imaging capability. That's no secret out there. But the Iranians will know that we just would not destroy the mines. We would destroy the bases from which those mines are coming from. And the Iranians understand that. There'll be a high price to pay if they're going to put those mines in the Straits of Hormuz and try to disrupt oil production and oil distribution.
General Jack Keane, always a pleasure, sir.
Good seeing you, Megan.
Likewise.